points. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Joe Reed returning. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
In on the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the 2nd level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
No gain on the.
That is a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. This is White on the screen. White's got a first down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. Now the defense loses him. It's complete.
You do this too.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To Scott Miller.
Scotty Miller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Colts nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Reed. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Kaepernick. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. The 20.
Right, baby. It's all me.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Will Lutz.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Reed returning. Spinning away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in there.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
quarter with the score Ravens 14, Colts nothing.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
29 is Mike 29.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
McDonald's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And a Raven 1st down.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Scotty Miller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As the Ravens push further out in front.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Colts nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up, this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
2 yards. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
29 is Mike 29.
Here we go on fourth down with Kaepernick. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
45-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
26.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
29 is Mike 29. Hey, 91.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a run with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Watch the whip.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. He can run for it, and he will. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Running for it, here's Cook. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to hold serve. The defense stops him.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Baltimore.
9 seconds to play. Likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, McDonald. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. E. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. That one caught by Gibson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4-yard loss on
They try again with Cook.
And goal.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal from the 6. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
And goal.
They'll run for it. Cook. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4.
With the score, Ravens 24, Colts nothing.
On 1st down, McDonald gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, McDonald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by D.J. Reed. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7. At their
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And the pressure gets to him again. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Down and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 4th down, McDonald, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Reed. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, McDonald forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, pick it up, defense. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald, and it's caught. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is,
You stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Reed returning. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Final score.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?